some people in this that have been in the business, last 5 years, they don't even know what a short sale is.
Yeah.
Those of us that went through that time period and the tail end of it,
Mm-hmm.
I always tell people I'm so grateful that I got in 2011 because I got to learn those things.
Mm-hmm.
Those were some of the hardest conversations that you have to have with people. If you think having hard conversations about, bidding $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 over list price is hard, imagine having to tell people that they have to bring 20 grand to closing in order to sell, so they don't have to do a short sale or a foreclosure, or, oh, hey, you have 60 days until the bank sells this at auction. What do you want to do? Right. Did you enjoy short sales?
So I actually did enjoy it because I could put a system and a process around it. So my marketing, I could put a system, and it was something that I could count on. If I sent out this many letters, I was going to get this many listings. And I loved it because, there was at one time, I was carrying 50 listings at one time. You know what I mean? So that was, I loved that part of it. And I could sit at my desk, because I could call the banks. I have my process, make my notes. So I just had a system. So that, I love doing that. Now, of course, what you don't like is, it's an emotional time for people. And you have to kind of walk them through that. But I actually like that part of it too, because I felt like I was educating and helping people on how to get out of this situation. And what I found was that, and back then I was selling like $50,000 houses. It was a $80,000 house. So I always bring it back to this one client. He did a short sale, and I've known him for, over 10 years. It's been a long time. I sold his house as a short sale for $80,000. Like 3 or 4 years later, he bought a $300,000 house. And then 3 or 4 years later, he bought a $700,000 house in Powell. So, it was helping him back then, and now looking at him, and it's just been, so I had many of those situations. So I really enjoyed, doing that.
What some people don't understand or realize is, those short sales took 3 to 6 months sometimes to even get answers on. You submit an offer, it might be 8 weeks before you even get a counter offer back, from the bank. So, it was a lot of time, effort, and energy, and there's no way you could do it at that level without systems and processes in place.
Right.